Good evening. My name is Brenda Staudenmaier, a Wisconsin mom who spent 7 years suing the EPA over fluoride's neurotoxicity. Judge Edward Chen ruled in September that fluoride at 0.7 milligrams per liter poses an unreasonable risk of reduced IQ in children. This conclusion is backed by credible scientific evidence, yet public health agencies are gaslighting us into believing fluoride is safe, effective, equitable, and cost-saving. Wisconsin DHS and Dane County Public Health claim there's no evidence of harm at current fluoride levels, but they don't even track our kids' fluoride levels in the body. They equate naturally occurring calcium fluoride with industrial fluorosilicic acid, an unregulated waste product of fertilizer and aluminum manufacturing that contains lead and arsenic. These agencies manipulate public perception, ignoring mounting evidence of fluoride's risks while clinging to outdated endorsements from entrenched organizations like CDC, American Academy of Pediatrics, the Wisconsin Dental Association, and the American Dental Association. Fluoride disproportionately harms our most vulnerable populations. Formula-fed infants in fluoridated communities consume up to 70 times more fluoride than breastfed babies, leaving them at a greater risk of brain and developmental harm. The first US neurobehavioral study out of California was published this spring. It found children exposed to more fluoride had more problems with emotional reactivity, complaints such as headaches and stomach aches, anxiety, and symptoms linked to autism. Tooth decay, the leading chronic disease in children and adults with 79 years of fluoridation, isn't caused by a lack of fluoride. It's driven by excessive sugar and carb intake. The school breakfast program provides children with up to 80 grams of sugar daily, far above the recommended 25 grams. Meanwhile, the 20-year-old talking point that fluoride reduces tooth decay by 25% has recently been deflated to 3% or less by Cochrane, the recent Lotus and Catfish studies as well. In 2020, the US Surgeon General declined to endorse fluoridation, citing evidence from the NTP that finds fluoride lowers IQ. Dr. Linda Birnbaum, former NIEHS director, stated fluoride's benefits are topical. We should not expose fetuses and infants to something that can harm their brains. Our lawsuit revealed that no federal agency or fluoride industry representative could produce a single study providing fluoride safety to the brain. Public health officials are gaslighting us to protect fluoride's reputation, not public health. It's time to prioritize science, transparency, and individual choice. I urge you to end fluoridation in DeForest. Thank you.
Thanks.
I can't believe I got through all that.
One question. Can you expand just a little bit about that, the safety with the brain and the infants? You said something about they couldn't provide a single study providing, saying that it was safe.
So we deposed EPA, CDC, FDA, the chemical companies that provide fluoride. I think that's what you're talking about. And they couldn't provide any safety studies. I know some people have said there's all these safety studies showing it's safe. Some study from Denmark and whatever. EPA couldn't even use any of those studies in our litigation to defend themselves. When we deposed EPA, and so we had a few different times that we went to court. In 2020, we went to court, and then again in 2024. And in 2020, EPA couldn't put any of their experts on the stand because every one of them said that fluoride is neurotoxic to the brain. And so they had to hire experts from Exponent, which is a science for hire company that the tobacco and chemical companies hire from. So there is no safety study showing that ingesting fluoride is safe for the fetus or a bottle-fed infant. And it doesn't work by incorporating in your teeth. CDC was deposed on that and they said, no, fluoride works topically.
Excuse me, your 1 extra minute is up. Thank you.